Growth is painful. I know, it sounds crazy to hear that, right? But this comes from a recent conversation I had earlier today, and I've got to talk about it because it applies to business and it applies to life. So what I mean by growth is painful. In a conversation that I had earlier, there was an organization, after we reviewed everything, the amount of opportunity and the level of growth was so big, the response was just like, let me look into it and I'm gonna check into some things and I'll get back. And this isn't the first time I've heard something like this, because sometimes, and I've seen this from salespeople to managers to organizations, is that you see that there's so much growth and there's so much opportunity, but you realize in order to grow, there's going to be some pain along the process. So what I mean by that, you're going to have conversations with certain people. People are going to have to be held accountable. You know, some things might change with different systems that might have already been in place. You know, there might be cultures that aren't that great that now have to become great in order for all this to work. And in doing all these things, it creates pain. And so it's kind of like a fitness journey, you know. So if you're trying to get rid of this dad bod, you know, and trying to get ripped, in order to do that, more than likely I'm going to have to go through some discomfort, some pain, and do some things that I don't really want to do. But on the other side of that, that's where there's massive growth. So I record this as a reminder, because I do these because I'm hoping that maybe one person hears this, because I'm going through it now where I am going through pain because I'm trying to grow. And so if you're in an organization, if you want to grow, you can grow if you want it. If you want to sell more, retain more, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. But more than likely, it's going to cause a little bit of pain because you might have to tweak some processes. You might have to get a little uncomfortable, but it's okay. It's worth doing it. You know, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this piece of content. This is actually my second time recording it. The first time it just was like a rant and I went off. And so, but that wouldn't do anything, you know, because I'm not, you know, so I just want to deliver the information and hopefully somebody gets it. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Wishing you the best, and hey, get some pain.